I'm joined here then by Kevin. Say hello, Kevin.
Hey there, mate, you right?
It's good, man. And Lee from Brindley Honda. And I'll do. And they have unfortunately come to take back the wonderful CB1000R, which I've got to admit has been one of my favourite bikes I've had during the Diaries. It is phenomenal. I've also been waxing lyrical about it yesterday. I went for a ride, went to go home, and then carried on going out again and again. It was that good, guys. And I think it's lovely, but obviously, needs must. You guys probably need to sell it on, I should imagine. Is that the case?
I need to use it tonight.
Oh, you want to take it yourself. I understand why. It is that good. What would you, if you had to describe the strengths of this, because I've talked about how it's like to ride, Lee did a kind of brief thing on it. What would you, technically, is there anything specific you'd like to highlight on this bike that's really different, or that, you think makes it stand out, or is it just the case that it's that good to ride?
Brilliant to ride, it just handles phenomenal.
Yeah.
Makes a poor rider look good.
Do you know what, I would say that it was so easy to ride, it made me look like Shaky Byrne or something.
Yeah.
It was
It makes a poor rider look good.
and that, do you know what, I think that's the key. As you saw from the video yesterday, it came back and I couldn't stop recording myself because I was just grinning, because it's so fast, it's so sharp, it's so agile, and yeah, it's so easy to ride. You're not full on over the front wheel like you would be on a full on blade or anything like that on R1. So brilliant. And what have you brought to replace it?
CB600.
Woo, a new toy. Let's have a look at this one. So then, what should I know about the CBF600?
Good bike, good first time bike after passing your test.
Yep.
Getting there, relatively inexpensive.
There you go.
Easy to ride.
Yep.
Plenty of frills, but they're just really, really comfortable. You can ride them, handle them. Like I say, it's a good entry level bike. CBR6 motor.
Sweet. Slightly retuned, not detuned, as we always say.
Retuned.
Awesome.
Again, just I say, it goes from the bottom all the way to the top.
Wicked.
No aggro with them at all.
Single swing arm again, or is that not yet?
No,
There's twin swing arm, and it's got obviously inline 4-cylinder, I take it.
Yeah.
And dual front disc brakes, which always look really nice on Hondas for some reason. I don't know why, they always look nice on Hondas.
ABS as well.
ABS on this as standard or as an extra? That's pretty cool. ABS saved my life, and I recommend anyone ever, and I mean this seriously, if you're ever going to get a bike and you can get it with an ABS as option, do it. You can grab as much front brake as you like. And I remember with the Honda, the Fireblade, it'll stop from 0 to 60 in 5 metres. You can't do that with the front brake, no matter how good you are. And
It's got the cowl on it as well.
It has. It's got the front fairing. Look at that, very nicely laid out dials. Ooh.
It's inoffensive.
It is pretty cool, actually, isn't it? What about forks at the front? Obviously, are they upside down, or are they?
No, conventional forks.
Conventional forks. It looks nice, actually, doesn't it? It's got that.
It's got a little bit of an aggressive look, but
Yeah, kind of retro, but still, modern.
Honda build quality.
Yeah, and obviously Honda build quality, which I know you're always banging on about, but it's so true, isn't it? Honda do, you never see bolts rusting on a Honda, you never see anything fall off, you never have a moment where you can't find neutral or the indicators don't work. It's, that is that good. That's always have been and always will be, I think. Okay, cool. And so main rivals for this obviously would be what, the GSX 600F, I suppose?
GSX 650.
XJ6 Diversion maybe, yeah, kind of phaser. And I've ridden actually both of those, loved them both, because the simplicity of this is we always talk about, as you say, kind of bikes as a learner you can get on, or if you're returning to bikes. Doesn't mean they're not fun. You can still wind them up, you can still have fun with them. It's just a case of, they're not going to kill you and take your head off.
Well, that's it. They're ideal for when I haven't ridden a bike for years, come back in, I say they're inoffensive, you can ride them from literally nothing up to 120 mile an hour, whatever you want to do.
Sweet, man. And what's the OTR for this one?
5921.
So it's about the same kind of price, so that's perfect as the other ones in its category. And for that one it was 7,000 for the CB1000R.
Deposit?
Yes.
Deposit?
Yeah.
8.5 for the ABS and 8 grand for the standard.
And I got to admit, I think that's worth it though, because that's and that's not, that's quite a bit less than the normal kind of blade, isn't it? 1000 RR.
Yeah, the blade's 10.3 now with the new pricing.
So you're looking at 2 grand less, and you're actually getting pretty much exactly the same engine. But
no fairing.
Yeah, it's nice. And this one coming in under 6 grand, that does put it in the category as we talked about the Juxtas, the XJs. It's going to be interesting to ride. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure. Right then, here we are at the mighty street bike in Halzo, in the place where I suppose the Motorcycle Diaries and my adventures on bikes up here all started. As we can see, someone set off alarm on one of the cruisers. It's alarm, he's trying to steal it. I know he's got a uniform on. I'm here with Alex. How you doing, mate? You alright?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Very good friend of mine, one of the gentlemen that made all these diaries possible. And this is my steed for this week after the CB1300. Let's hope we can keep the wing mirrors on this one for a bit. So this is an 09 R6, yeah?
09 R6. Probably one of the most radically aerodynamic sports cylinders available on the market at the moment. As you can see, moving around the front there, massive air scoop in the front, feeds straight into the ram airbox. 5 PS, so with ram air that's probably near. To keep people in check, you've got superb radial mounted brakes, straight from MotoGP technology.
Wow.
Bolt straight onto the bottom of the fork lever, which gives massive stopping power, also by the aid of their unique one-piece caliper design.
Yeah.
Upside down forks, giving you the most part of stiffness and strength for superb handling in the thickest part of the fork.
Yeah. Also
fully adjustable, four-way adjustable suspension.
Awesome.
To keep it smooth and controllable, you've got Yamaha's chip controlled throttle.
The YCCI, isn't it? Yeah.
Which gives linear smooth power and performance right the way through the rev range. Moving forward, moving back to the bike there, you've got a lovely designed swing arm.
Yeah.
Reminiscent of the old RGV 250s and that
just
sort
about
of
to say it's
banana
exactly what it looks
style.
like, yeah.
Gives superb strength and agility, again linking into handling.
Yep.
Maximum strength for optimum handling and sports riding. Lovely little exhaust on the side. Again, it's got the cable control valves in there, again for giving maximum performance right throughout the rev range. Another advantage with that is it also makes it real usable round town.
Yeah.
Easy bike to ride round town, even though it's quite radically styled. Lovely design feature at the back. Even though bikes have to have number plates, we have to put them on, but they've really thought about the design features, and that looks pretty cool.
It's got to be said, actually. I mean, I obviously rode one of these for a year, didn't I? Not the 09 one, the 08 one, and I wasn't reviewing the bikes at the time. And we got the bands to sign it. We auctioned off for charity, thanks to you guys. It was one obviously donated by you guys, and I fell in love with it. But I'm actually really looking forward to getting on one and riding it as review purposes. Instead of thinking I don't want to do anything to this one because people are signing it, it's going to charity. But it is gorgeous, and I know it goes like something sync. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Red lines at 16,500 revs. I mean, that's a hell of a lot of revs, man.
Yeah. You've got to have a long road or a long straight
to get it up to that, yeah. Or just be a little bit crazy. should we start it up, see what it sounds like?
No worries.
Because this is the thing as well, the sound on this, through the standard can. Tell you what, you give it a bit of a tweak and I'll hold this down there. So hang on, this is the sound of it. That is just lush, man. That is a gorgeous bike. So I suppose the next thing for me to do, really, Alex, is to head out.
Yeah, get on it, go and ride, dude.
Ride safe, I suppose. Yeah.
Nice.
Right then. So I'm indeed stocked up now on two new motorbikes, two 600s actually, different makes, different styles. First up, Yamaha R6, a bike I rode for over a year. This is the 09 model with a few improvements, mostly aesthetic. But I kid you not, when I had this bike for a year, it blew me away. Although, because I was getting the bands to sign it, I never really could have got a chance to ride it to excess because I didn't want to, damage it, or I was looking after it. I get to review this puppy now, and just riding it home, oh my goodness, has it made an impression on me. Also, if that wasn't enough, we have the Honda CB600. Obviously, similar size engine, well, exactly the same size engine, differently tuned, differently set up. This is much more of a kind of a learner stroke commuter getting back into biking. Well, this is a full-on 600 full-fat racer. But the great thing is, they're going to provide two slightly similar experiences, but two very different ones at the same time, if you know what I mean. Getting on that makes me want to get my levers on, go out on a Sunday and absolutely thrash it. That's the R6. Getting on the CB600, it's just the easiest thing in the world to ride around town, but those are my assumptions I've made off one ride. Obviously, I'm going to spend about a week with each. First up, we're going to focus on the R6 the next few days. Then I'll go on to the CBF600. So, first impressions were of the R6, mummy. It was so nice to have a bike that makes that noise and goes again. I haven't had a full-on racer for a very, very long time. Can't wait to take it out again tomorrow, but right now I need to go rest because, as you can probably hear, I've got the dreaded lurgy. So I'll leave you with a parting shot of the beautiful R6 and even lovely, well, I would say lovely, but and the beautiful CBF600. It just looks different. That is beautiful. That's a commuter. Yeah. For now, ride safe, my friends.